Do you like suspense? Do you like mysteries? I have a readathon for you. Hi, my name is Jeanette, and I want to thank you for joining me on the channel Jane Reads. So I am very excited to be announcing the Keep Me in Suspense Readathon. I am co-hosting this with Caitlyn from Chronicles of a Book Nerd and Amanda from Book Lover Amanda. When Caitlyn approached me with this idea and asked if I would be interested in co-hosting Suspense Readathon, I was like, yes, please. No, she knew that romantic suspense is one of my favorite genres to read. And I was like, yeah, I want to join in. Now, I may have double booked myself, but that's okay. We're going to do it. I am so excited that I could not turn down this opportunity. Okay, so Caitlyn has created this lovely printable when it has 5 prompts on it. It will be linked in my description bar below, and I will have it linked on posted on my Instagram as well. I will also link Caitlyn and Amanda's channels in the description box along with their announcement videos. I am going to go through the 5 prompts that there are, and you can double up on a couple of the prompts, but there's a couple you will not be able to double up on. I don't think. Well, I guess maybe if you're creative, you probably could. But okay, so I'm going to go through the 5 prompts. I'm going to give some loose recommendations for you and talk about the ones that I'm thinking of reading. Okay, so prompt number 1 is Partner in Solving Crime, a book from a favorite author. Okay, so the favorite authors I'm going to recommend to you are Irene Hannon. Any of her suspense, awesome. So this is the Triple Threat series. Book 1 is Point of Danger. Book 2 is Labyrinth of Lies. And Book 3 is Body of Evidence. In this one, we are following 3 sisters. Yes, 3 sisters. So each sister is featured in each book. Then the next author I'm going to recommend is Lynette Eason. This is her Extreme Measures series. And the only reason I'm showing these series, these are the ones that I own physically on my shelves. Really pick up any Irene Hannon suspense book, any Lynette Eason suspense book, and you can't go wrong, really. So anyways, this is Extreme Measures, and book number 1 is Life Flight, book number 2 is Crossfire, book number 3 is Critical Threat, and book number 4 is Countdown. In this one, we are following a group of friends. Okay, then Terry Blackstock. This is If I Run is book number 1. The series is also called If I Run. Book number 2 is If I'm Found, and book number 3 is If I Live. In this one, we are following Casey, who is on the run, and then a police detective or a private eye, can't remember which, is trying to find her and figure out if she's responsible for the crime that the police think she is or not. This is intense, on the edge, and each book ends in a cliffhanger and you've got to read the next book. Like I was fully invested, and I do plan on rereading this series at some point this year. I don't know if I'll get it done in the month of August or not, but we'll see. Okay, and then the last author I'm going to recommend is Lynn H. Blackburn. Now, I don't own book 1 physically in this series, but this is the Dive Team Investigation series. Book 1 is Beneath the Surface, book 2 is In Too Deep, and book 3 is One Final Breath. And this is the only series that I have read by Lynn Blackburn, but I have read this full series twice and gave all 3 books 5 stars both times. This is the one I really would recommend. But I mean, I recommend any of these other 4 authors as well. Okay, so then prompt number 2 is Race Against Time, a book under 250 pages. So I immediately thought of the Love-Inspired Suspense line. Each book is an average of 224 pages, so that fits into this category. These are older ones that I have on my shelves. I do not own any of the newer ones physically, So the ones I'm showing you are Primary Suspect by Laura Scott. This was released May of 2018. And Hidden Agenda by Christy Barrett. This one was released March of 2015. These are both ones I remember really enjoying. Another author that all her books are currently in the Love Inspired Suspense line is Darlene L. Turner. She has 9 books out, I want to say. I've read 8. Or does she have 8 out and I've read 7? I'm missing 1. But the one I haven't read is a Christmas one, so I'm holding off on it. But yes, so really, majority of these are good, fast-paced suspense with a little bit of romance in it. Okay, then prompt number 3 is Rookie Officer, the first book in a series. Okay, so we're just going to go with the series that I have just talked about. So book number 1, Point of Danger by Irene Hannon, introduces you to the sister and you meet the other 2 sisters and you want to follow the rest of their story. If I Run by Terry Blackstock, Life Flight by Lynette Eason, Beneath the Surface by Lynn H. Blackburn. And the one that I plan on reading for this prompt is Unknown Threat by Lynn H. Blackburn. Okay, so then prompt number 4 is Call for Backup, a friend recommendation. So I will be doing a recommendation video. Probably the next one that will come out will be the ones I'm recommending from my favorite suspense authors. They will not just be the books I've already talked about. I will include other books in them, in that recommendation. But really, like any suspense book that you have seen recommended would fit in this category. And if you don't read Christian fiction, because that's what my recommendations will be, but if you don't, just any suspense book that has been recommended to you. And I'm really hoping that both Caitlyn and Amanda post some recommendations in their videos or have a recommendation video coming out, because I hope to read something that they've recommended. I've already read one book that has been recommended to me by Caitlyn, and that was Secondary Target by Angela Carlisle. That is another great book by a debut author that just came out April or May. May, I think. I'm pretty sure it was May. And that is book 1 of a new suspense series. Okay, then the prompt number 5, the last prompt, is Means, Motive, and Opportunity, a book you already own and are dying to read. That is this series. So, the Defend and Protect series. So as I said, I plan on reading book 1, Unknown Threat, for the first book prompt. So, oh, that's book 3. Malicious Intent by Lynn H. Blackburn is book number 2, and Under Fire is book number 3. So this is the one that I'm going to put in this prompt because I've been dying to read it. This is the last book in my 5-star predictions video that I did ages ago. Like, I want to say probably last year in 2023. I'd have to look it up for sure. And it's the one remaining book of that 5-star prediction. And I have been wanting to read it forever. So this is the perfect time to get this series read. And when Caitlyn first approached me about co-hosting this readathon, as soon as I read some of the prompts, I hadn't seen the printable yet, but as soon as I read some of the prompts, I was like, oh, that would fit perfectly for the Defend and Protect series. Then I saw her printable, and I was like, it's perfect. It's perfect. Because she has that, right? Like, the circle. Like, could the printable go any better with these books? I don't think so. So thank you for doing that, Caitlyn. So, yes. Okay, so those are the 5 prompts that are included. As I said, I will have Caitlyn and Amanda's videos linked below, and I will have the printable linked below in the description box, as well as posted on my Instagram. And I really hope you join us in this. It's going to run the whole month of August. And as I said, you could double up on some of the prompts if you're creative with some of them, because finding a first book in a series that's under 250 pages could be a little bit challenging. And finding a book that is being recommended to you by somebody, well, I don't know. Hopefully you're intrigued by some of the books that I've recommended or that I have coming up in the next video that will be recommended to you. So stay tuned for that. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video today, and I would love it if you would like and subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for future videos. Thank you. Bye.